Yeah, sorry about that. It's really kind of awkward to try and videotape yourself with a smartphone when it has no look back camera or anything, so anywho, so this is my Halloween tag. I just saw it from Beth Brootality a couple hours ago, and even though it is totally after Halloween, I don't care. I love Halloween, and I'm bored, so I'm just gonna do the tag. So, and Beth Brootality got it from DMCxxo, so I will link to that in the down bar. Both of them. Yeah, so number 1, what is your favorite Halloween movie? Honestly, I probably do have to say Nightmare Before Christmas, just because I've been watching that since I was 3. But yeah, that really is my favorite Halloween movie. Oh, I love When Good Ghouls Go Bad. It's got Christopher Lloyd in it, and it's just, I think it's based on an R.L. Stine book, but I don't know. But it's just really cute and pretty funny, and I love it. So number 2, what age did you stop trick or treating? I guess 19. I mean, there were a few years in between that I hadn't trick or treated, but that's, par for the course. Um, but I have crazy friends, and so, I mean, we're old enough but still young enough that we can maybe pass as being young, and I don't know what it is. Something about the people here, they don't really seem to care how old you are when you trick or treat. So I had thought about going trick or treating this year, but I ended up not. So, but I might next year. I don't know. Um, what is your number 3? Sorry, I suck at this. What is your favorite Halloween costume you've worn? For me, it was probably in 2008. I went all out as Mrs. Lovett. I had a dress. I had these epic boots. My hair was crazy and frizzy and dirty, and I looked like Mrs. Lovett, but probably the coolest thing about that was the rolling pin I chased people around with. That was pretty awesome, generally speaking. What am I going to be this year? This year, I didn't really do anything. So, but I mean, if I had gone and done something, I mean, I dressed up for a little bit on Halloween, and it was the same costume I did last year, just kind of updated. It's kind of a steampunk themed dancing doll. The costume itself is totally inspired by Abney Park's and Drosselmeyer's doll. So, if you know that song, that's kind of where the idea for my costume came up for. Number 5. Do I like going to haunted attractions? Yes, I do. I'm just really picky about them because if I'm going to go to a haunted attraction, it's because I want to be scared, not because I want to wander around and giggle. So, there's one that's a little further away than I would normally go, but it's actually in an old abandoned hospital, so it's actually pretty creepy in and of itself. But like just the ones where they recruit kids, like drama students, I don't like those ones too much. A new one just opened downtown called Fear Factory SLC. It's in an old cement factory, and I haven't gone yet because it's $25 to get in. But when I have $25, considering that they're staying open longer than the Halloween season, I will definitely be going. So, number 6, vampires or werewolves? Honestly, vampires. And I've liked vampires since I was 5. I freaking hate this whole Twilight, Team Edward, Team Jacob crap. Vampires don't sparkle. No. Vampires are Nosferatu and Dracula. And I've been a vampire many times, and I've been accused of being a vampire. I mean, you want to get really technical? I am. Just, I have a certification of phlebotomy, which means I can take your blood. So, it's pretty cool. 7, my favorite Halloween candy. There's not really anything that comes out, like, specifically at Halloween time that I don't have at other points of the year. But I so love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I like the mini ones, not the like the normal size ones, like the mini ones, but the mini ones are epic. So which is totally great. And then another candy that was always around at Halloween when I was really little was Sixlets. And they're still around, they're just a little different. I don't like them quite as much, but I do really like those. Number 8, do I decorate my house? Oh yeah, I will include a picture at the end of my house decorated this year for Halloween. Um, we thought we were moving, so we kind of waited until Halloween to decorate for Halloween, but my brother totally pulled it out, and we love just going as all out as we can, and so since we're moving to a better house in a better neighborhood, we're not afraid to put things up for fear of them getting broken or stolen. We'll probably even continue that and expand upon it. So, number 9, my least favorite costume. My least favorite costume that I have intentionally dressed up as was probably, I think I was in 4th grade. I tried to dress up as Cleopatra, and it totally didn't work. But my least favorite costume ever, and my mom will argue that it's her favorite costume I've ever worn. In 3rd grade, I was supposed to be a Power Ranger. I didn't have a mask or anything, I just had the jumpsuit. We found it at Savers. She was late bringing it, and so we were all like freaking out, and we did this parade in my elementary school, like I'm sure a lot of people do. So, and I love Halloween, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit in the classroom all by myself and not do anything. So, my teacher came up with what she considered was a brilliant idea. I think, looking back on it, it was fantastic, and I should have dealt with it. But, so that Halloween, I happened to be wearing purple pants, and we had Halloween decorations. We had a bunch of balloons in purple and green and orange and stuff like that. And my 3rd grade teacher decided it would be awesome to turn me into a bunch of grapes. Little teeny me in purple pants, and I can't remember if they were pinning or stapling these purple balloons to me, and I'm just humiliated because I didn't want to be grapes. So I'm standing there covered in balloons, crying my head off, and my mom comes in and all she can do is laugh at me. So, anywho, that's my least favorite costume. 10. Have you ever repeated a costume, and what was it? I have been a vampire more times than I can shake a stick at, mostly because when I was little, it was really easy, just pop in vampire fangs, wear black, and I have a costume. And then, as I've gotten older, starting when I was about 12 or so, in the 80s, my mom made this awesome cape. It's not like those flimsy little capes that like a little breeze will blow them straight back. It's a heavy freaking cape, and it's like everybody always comments on it. So I am a vampire quite often, even when it's not Halloween. And in like 4th and 5th grade, my friend and I, we dressed up as twin babies. I think one year we might have been dead babies. I don't remember. Anywho, do I believe in ghosts? Yeah, kind of. There have been moments and experiences in my life where I'm just like, okay, that's creepy. There's something not good here. Because if I have experiences with ghosts, for me, they're never the playful ones. They're always sinister and kind of threatening. And then, especially at the haunted house in the old hospital, it's really, really disconcerting because you really do feel like you're being followed through there, and it's not by actors. But at the same time, I'm a huge cynic, so I'm like, well, it's not really real. But then you get those feelings, and you're just kind of like, it's hard to argue those. So, 12, which is the last one, and it is my scariest Halloween. I have 2 that probably tie. One of them's more of like a joke. My arms are getting tired holding this phone. Anywho, when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, my best friend and I, we decided to go beyond the normal perimeters of where we would trick-or-treat, and we got lost. And we ended up in this really kind of creepy neighborhood where there was nobody we knew lived, and there were like no houses with decorations or lights, and there were no people. And this guy started following us. So we were really, really happy when we heard the train, because that told us that where the train was coming from was west. So we managed to find our way out. And then when I was a junior in high school, I spent an entire Halloween night doing pre-calculus homework. If that's not terrifying, I don't know what is.